Hello and welcome. So today we're going to be doing a look using the Magic Palette from Juvia's Place. I actually haven't used this palette on my eyes yet. I've only swatched it with my fingers, so I'm really excited to see sort of how it works. You guys will get to see sort of a first impression of this product. I really do like it.
Spoiler alert.
So I did a cool tone look today because I have been wearing so many warm tones for summer that I just thought today I'd spice it up a little bit and do something different. So if you are also interested in maybe doing a cool toned look like this one using the Magic Palette by Juvia's Place, then please keep on watching. Okay, so I went ahead and did my brows and my foundation off camera. I will link all of the products I used down below if you guys are interested in that. So I'm going to start off with a fluffy brush and dip into Kesi, which is this bone color right here, just like so. Apply that up here as like a transition type shade. I'm not going to take it right up to my brow, but pretty darn close. We're going to go into Yejide right here, which is a matte dark blue shade, and I'm going to just pick up a small shading brush and lightly dab. We are going to apply this to our outer corner here in small dabbing motions. So far, I'm not getting a lot of fallout, which is awesome because these shades always give me fallout, these really dark matte shades. So I'm gonna make a V and bring this sort of up into the crease a little bit. Okay, so now that the blue is on, we are going to take an EcoTools shading brush and we are just going to blend it out with this. I don't have any primer on, by the way. I forgot to mention that earlier. With blending out the blue, and so now we're going to take the shade Ife, which is a very, very dark purple. It's almost black, and it's a matte shade, and we are going to take just a Colourpop shading brush to really deepen up the outer corner. I planned on putting the blue Yejide just on the outer corner earlier, and then I kind of went a little bit crazy with it, so... Okay, now that I have the purple on, I'm just going to blend that through just to make sure everything's nice and blended. I've cleaned off my EcoTools shading brush, and we are going to use that same brush to go into one of the prettiest shades in the whole palette, in my opinion, which is Faso, right here. It's a metallic lavender with some blue shift in there, and it is so pretty, and I'm really hoping it'll look as pretty on the eyes as it does in the pan, so we will see about that. So we're just going to be applying this to the inner, like half of our lid really, and kind of meet it up with that dark purple shade Ife. I like it. And I even take some on my finger, like so, just to make sure the color is really intense. I'm going to go back in with that shade Ife, which was the dark matte purple, and I'm just going to kind of connect the two shades a little bit. And also bring it kind of up in my crease. We are going to take that same shade Faso, which was that shimmery one there, on a sort of small shading brush, and we are just going to smoke out our lower lash line with that. And we'll be going into Ife again and just taking a smidgen of that just right up against our lower lash line here. Put that all the way in, and then kind of made a new inner corner with that. Okay, so now that Ife is on my lower lash, and I'm going to blend it out with that same brush I used to apply Faso. Done. So this look is a little bit too cool toned for me right now, so I feel like to avoid looking sickly I have to use a warm shade. So I'm going to take Nana, just a tiny bit of it. I'm going to put it just on the top where I would normally put my transition shade. The very light hand. I think that worked out. The blue tones really canceled out the orange, so it kind of doesn't look as warm as I thought it would. So now in the inner corner, I am going to take the shade Osun, which is this very frosty pink shade, on just a small brush, and I'm going to apply that to my inner corners. I'm taking my inner corner shade just up a little bit onto the lid. Okay, and we are officially done with shadow. Eyeliner, I'm actually going to be trying a new product by Juvia's as well. This is the Saharan gel eyeliner. I haven't, oh, it's the first time I've ever had an eyeliner that's completely sealed off like that. It's kind of cool. Never used this before. This is the black shade. It came in a kit with the brush and the brown shade, and a brown shade. I'm not using the brush. I tested the brush with something else, and the bristles were just a little bit too like hard for me, and they weren't picking up enough product and transferring enough product. So I'm not going to use the brush. I'm just going to be using a small liner brush for that. So, making my checkpoint, and we're gonna start with our wing. Our eyeliner all done. I did this eye off camera, and we are going to go in with our Too Faced Better Than Sex mascara. We're all done with mascara. I'm going to take just a little bit of my Tarte Shape Tape Concealer in the shade Fair, and we are going to apply that just to our bag area. Just a tiny itty bitty bit like this. I find doing this later, when I've already applied my powder and everything, just really helps it stick. So if you're someone that has really deep set sockets like I do, pretty good trick is to do like one layer of concealer, a very thin layer of powder, and then another layer of concealer just right here. And I just work in very thin layers. So these are the eyes done. I actually quite like this eyeliner. It takes a little getting used to, but it's very, very, very soft, and it goes on really smooth. So I quite like it. We are going to move on to cheeks, and another new product by Juvia's Place. I'm going to be using the Saharan blush in its volume 2. I'm going to use the shade Leena, which is this one right here. And these blushes are super pigmented. It really only takes just a tiny bit, especially if you're a very fair-skinned person like me. This will very easily look clownish. Now we're done with blush, we're going to go in with our Too Faced Milk Chocolate Soleil bronzer. And we are going to take a Real Techniques blush brush and just warm up our complexion. My earring. So today I'm doing bronzer after blush because I didn't quite know how pink the blush would turn out, and so this would kind of help tone it down if it was too pink, which it is pretty pink. I'm also going to mix a little bit of that bronzer into my cheeks. So we're done with bronzer. We are going to now go in with our highlighter. We're taking a Real Techniques fan brush, and we're going into the Aurora Glow Kit by Anastasia Beverly Hills. I just opened this and my Lyra is completely broken. I don't even remember dropping this. We're just gonna have to fix it with alcohol later. That sucks. Anyway, it's gonna be hard to kind of hold up now, but I'm gonna be using the shade Luna up here. I'm scared. We're just gonna be putting that on our cheekbones. Line that just to the tip of my nose. And a little bit down here too. I'm going to be taking Lyra again and just putting it right up against the center of my brow bone. Like so. For lips today, I'm going to be using a Colourpop Lippie stick, and we're going to be taking the shade Contempto. So overall, I really like the Magic Palette by Juvia's Place. I really like I just hit myself in the nose with that. I'm not going to do a full-on review because I feel like there are just so many reviews of it, but Out of the shades I used, everything was really easy to work with and really pigmented, and I'm pretty happy with the way the look came out. I think the price is great, especially if you use a discount code. A lot of bigger YouTubers have a lot of discount codes for Juvia's Place. I used the discount code Nikki and got 10% off, so I really liked it. I liked the blush palette. I haven't tried the Volume 1 Saharan blush palette yet, but I'm assuming it's just as good. It is extremely pigmented, so you have to be so careful when you work with it. I've gone overboard almost every time I've used it. I also like the eyeliner, the Saharan gel eyeliner. It applied really well. It's a nice kind of matte look, and that's what I go for in an eyeliner. I really don't like shiny eyeliner looks for the most part, so I really like it. We'll see how it wears. I'll update the video somewhere here when I'm done editing to see how it wore out throughout the day. Overall, I'm really enjoying everything I've gotten from that company so far. So I hope you guys all enjoyed this look, and I will see you again next week with another video. Thank you for watching. Bye!